So we're back. Saturday, March 29th. And we're gonna work on this piece of shit today. I'm gonna do a lot of basic cleaning today, honestly. Like I said, I was last time or yesterday, or I don't even know what day it was, honestly. Thursday. I got this engine bay semi-stripped out of all the useless stuff. Now we are going to clean this car. I'm gonna clean it and then try to get this motor to, hopefully it runs. Hopefully it's not even, hopefully it works, honestly. It might be a bad motor, who knows. But I need to clean this car really bad because there's shit everywhere. So I'm gonna take everything else, like little pieces and whatnot that are still laying in here. I'm gonna try to move these cars. I need to move mine, my brother's 240. So I can just put this right in the middle and just power wash the fuck out of it. So I'm assuming all this shit's for the top, just kind of wire harness, sub harness kind of division. Goes to the center console. So if I can take rid of that. I just need the lights to work. That's about it chassis wise. Oh, and the windows. Radio is gonna be a big plus if I can get that to work. Hopefully the wire's not fucked up. But right now I'm wanting to get back here. This is for the antenna, which I'm not gonna use the stock radio like ever. I'll probably have like a single DIN or some shit with some Bluetooth or the aux. But I need to get back here anyways to look at what's going on with the computer, if it has an ECU back here still. I'm assuming it does. I kind of see it. And then I'm gonna get back here anyways to get that harness out because I know they fucked up that harness. So I might as well remove all this trim while I'm here. Alright, ready to come out. Okay. You just have to make sure you're not going to pull any wires out with it, so don't just yank on it. For example, we need to unplug these things. What was I gonna say? Blow everything out. And then power wash the shit out of this thing. I am debating if I want to take all the AC stuff out of here, but that's kind of like a big, huge if. Still not 100% sure. But yeah, for now I'm gonna blow everything off, put some of these parts away. Alright, so I'm currently blowing everything out. Alright, so I got the power washer ready. Now I am going to only focus on like this way backwards, so I'm not going to try to not hit on this side. I just want to get some of this loose stuff out of the way, and I'll probably end up scrubbing it by hand. And then mostly this area too, like these spots and that back here, and then the trunk, and maybe the outside of the car too while I'm here, the doors too. I'm not really too worried about the harness itself because, like I said, I shouldn't have any problems like wiring up. I'm gonna use my own ECU. I took the ECU. I don't want to fuck that shit up. But I'm gonna use my own. I have a different ECU, a different harness, not cut up like the engine bay harness. All this stuff. The only thing I want to work are the lights and the radio. If that, other than that, everything else can probably go. That's about it, honestly. So I'm gonna get to this and I'll show you guys when it's done. Really quick, last minute. It's gonna be mostly like from this way back, honestly, and then the outside of the car since I'm already here. Let's get rid of all this gunk and see what comes out. Alright, so I washed the interior yesterday. Came out okay, honestly. Still a little dirty, but it's cleaner than it was before, I guess. But anyways, just want to kind of just get that out of the way. And I wanted to power wash the engine bay as well, but this motor might be fucked, honestly. This is the inside of the throttle body. That's the behind the thermostat. The holes for the fuel injectors have been open the entire time. It does spin by hand. Oh, and the distributor hole has been open the entire time as well. This was like before I got it. It's been sitting outside obviously for a long ass time. So at this point we're gonna see and just hopefully it starts. We're just gonna see how much abuse the KA can take from it sitting for so long. And at this point, it's just for fun, honestly, because I think this motor is probably not gonna run like, shit, honestly. But I thought my harness was cut up, but honestly, it's not. It's only, I believe, a ground wire. I believe I have all my injectors for all the connectors for my injectors are here. I'm pretty sure. So this wire that I thought was cut is just, I think it's just a ground. So I need to double check that. It's just a black wire. So I'm assuming it's just a ground. I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm gonna run no thermostat for the sake of this motor probably being fucked. All the emissions lines from the turbo canister that were over here, I'm just gonna cap those off. Gonna be 4 of them. So right now I'm gonna do the EGR delete. I have an extra plate laying around. Like I said, we're just trying to make this motor run for the fun of it. Just for shits and giggles, honestly, because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be good. But anyways, this is the pipe cutter. I always use these to show you guys how to work these. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to work them, but anyways, there's that hole right there. So there's a hole for that, the pipe, and you basically just wrap around it. And then you kind of snug it down. And you spin around. I just want to be sex. Now all I gotta do is get a deep socket in there and break that bolt loose. I'll put a nickel in there, put it back on. Call it good. I gotta remove it on the other side, but for now I'm gonna cut this other one. Alright, the bottom one was easier from the bottom, honestly. It was a angle grinder. So that one's that's out now. This is gonna be trash. Now I'm gonna do the bolt on that end and then hopefully the whole pipe comes out that way. Which is gonna be 312s. Should be that one right there. The other 2 are pretty easy to get to. Yeah, they're both, there's 2 right there. One, another one like that away, right there, and then one over here. Alright, just so I can show you guys, the 2 bolts on the outside, this one and the one that's straight down, are pretty easy to get to, honestly. It's the other one that's kind of a pain in the ass, but... Oh, and by the way, you guys can see how dirty it is up in here, in between the manifold. But anyways, I've been doing this. Did it like that. Well, I got on it somehow, broke it loose, and now I'm just doing it a little bit at a time now. If I had my work tools, definitely would have been out by now, but I gotta work with caveman tools at home. And then I'm basically using just the edge of it and just slowly turning it a little bit at a time. But alright, so it's currently coming out. I had to make sure I get the bolts out first so I don't drop them inside the hole. And then you just gotta fish it out, which is only possible after you cut the other side of the... Here's the whole entirety of it. I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could probably weld this hole shut. Weld this shit shut after you take these 12s off. new gasket, and there you go. Block off plate, put it back on. But I actually have one laying around somewhere. Just gotta find it. Look at all this fucking shit back here. I'm gonna try to clean some of this stuff out. So let me put this dipstick back in so I don't fuck up this nicely automatic transmission. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it good for today. Alright, so all I'm gonna try to do today is put the block off plate for the EGR. Just need to clean off this. Then it just bolts up. Have a brand new gasket for it. So that's pretty straightforward. Just goes on there. As you can see, right on the side better. There's a hole for it right there. Make an arrow for you guys. And then I'm trying to clean some of this dirt out of here, but I need to clog up this hole first. I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm gonna try to take off the bolts for the manifold side over here on the side. Hopefully I have a deep enough socket, but otherwise need to figure it out. I need to take that one off, and then the one over there down there. Alright, so the other one down, this one right here is just a 24. I can't get a socket on it, but I was able to break it loose with a wrench. And then you just spin it off slowly. Alright, and once you have this off, you're gonna take the pipe off. Obviously that's trash now. Alright, so I'm not sure if I got the last part, but I got the pipe just fading out. Pipe slid out through the other end. Now I forgot it was a nickel or a dime, but I'm pretty sure you put a nickel in there. I'm gonna try a nickel first. I'm gonna put it inside of the hole, and it should not go all the way through. Like it's impossible for it to go all the way through. And then once it's in there, so you're gonna put a nickel in that hole, and it can't go through. Then you're gonna smush it with the same socket, and then you're just gonna tighten the same fitting and just tighten the shit out of it. And that's the cheapest way of doing an EGR delete.